whole body tied up with ropes in an abandoned building in the middle of a forest. She wakes up when a bucket filled with iced water was thrown at her. Opening her eyes, she whined as she saw herself all tied up. One. Ah, not again. Who is it now? She raised her face to look at the people holding her, and she saw a completely built up man with his tattoos showing on the arms, as he was wearing a sleeveless shirt. She looked around and saw a lot of men standing with guns in their hands, pointing at her, except that one sleeveless man. She quickly understood that he must be their boss, so she spoke to him. Vine, who are you now? Man, you made a big mistake attacking our den. This is you paying for that now. Vine, oh, so you are that Jungkook. Ah, I had to do a lot to find you. Finally, I see you. Nice to meet you, man. You're handsome too, and those tattoos, completely my type, she said, having a smirk on her face. Jungkook laughed and then said, I'm your type? How can someone talk like that when they're going to be killed? He scoffed again. Fine. Why? Are you going to die? Why? Jungkook had a serious face now. I meant you. Fine. Oh, me. You don't have to worry about me. I'm not dying that early. I have to take you down too. But before that, can you put off your shirt? I want to see those tattoos so bad. Jungkook took a gun from the table and came to her. He came close to her and opened her mouth forcefully. He put the gun in her mouth, unlocking it. He said, I guess you won't be serious until you have your life on the line. There is no point in keeping you alive now. She started saying something in a low voice. He thought she must be saying sorry now. He smiled and said, It would be good to hear you apologize before I kill you. He put the gun out of her mouth. Come on, say it now. Ryan started laughing, to which he was furious now. He never encountered such a situation. Before he could do something, Ryan started counting. 7, 8, 9, 10. Jungkook, what the hell are you counting now? Ryan, shut up. You made me forget the counting. So there are 20 of your men. Even if I take 5 seconds each, it will be... Hey, what's 20x5? Jungkook just looked at her furiously, not understanding what she is doing at all. Fine. Okay. I'll do it myself. Guess you failed in maths every time. Jungkook, you... So it will be 100 seconds to take you all down. But that will be too much. It will be hard, but come on, Vine. Let's do it in 50 seconds. Jungkook scoffed as he said, You will take us all down in 50 seconds? How? By sitting here all tied up? He laughed and all of his men started laughing at her too. Vine, not all of you, but all of your men. I will deal with you later, slowly and steadily. He looked in her eyes for a few seconds and he saw no fear at all, but instead he saw desperation. Vine, so 50 seconds it is. Open me up and fight me. I will prove it to you that 50 seconds are enough for me. Jungkook, so now we are doing some business. Tell me one reason I should do it. Vine, you should do it because you're my type. Jungkook scoffed. That's not my fault. I'm everyone's type anyway. So be ready if you don't have a reason. Fine. What are you scared of, huh? Can't you spare me 50 seconds of your time? What a shame. I thought you were my type. I bet those tattoos are fake too. Jungkook to himself, why am I getting so furious? She is just a mere girl who will get beaten up. My men are all trained from the military, but I guess she doesn't know that. It will be good if I crush her pride before killing her. He smirked as he said, Open her up. His men, Boss, what are you doing? She is just playing with you. Just kill her when you have the chance. Jungkook, you think I won't have the chance after opening her? Do as I say. They couldn't do anything else. One of them opened her up. Wine. My poor hands. I will have to take extra care of them from now on. Jungkook, I guess you underrated me. I will watch it sitting here. It will be such an entertainment. Let's start it. Jungkook gestured his men. Put down your weapons and kill her with your strength. I bet you won't be able to last 10 seconds. Fine. What are you betting on? Jungkook, what? Fine. Oh, you weren't serious. It's okay. Let's start. There will be no weapons at all, she said, smirking. Saying that, she ran to a man and quickly dodged him by kicking him in his private part, and then sat over his shoulders, strangling him with her legs. He died, shocking everyone with her skills. Jungkook sat on the chair with his legs crossed, enjoying the scene as he said, "Let's see how long she lasts." It was about some mere seconds that she killed everyone one by one, making the smile on Jungkook's face to disappear. He realized that she wasn't joking earlier, but still he was confident because he knows that she cannot beat him. After she was done with all of them, Jungkook stood up and clapped as he said, "That was one peak of a performance." But he showed her the timer on his phone. "Unfortunately, you took 52 seconds. Fine, come on. That's my best record until now. You can let go of those 2 seconds, right?" Jungkook, "Of course. I'll let that go. But you, I can't let you go. How will you beat me?" Jungkook was clear that she will come to him to fight with him, but she instead started running outside in the forest. Jungkook smirked. "So now you're scared of me." He started running behind her. There was complete darkness in the forest, but he could see her running from afar, and soon she disappeared. He stopped and looked here and there to decide which way to go. Suddenly he heard a sound behind him. He was going to turn back, but a gun hit the back of his head, and he heard it being unlocked. "Fine, don't move, or you will be the food of wild animals here. Raise your hands." Jungkook raised his hands and scoffed as he said, "You said there will be no weapons at all." Vine smirked. "Sorry, I cheated. Don't forget that everything is fair in love and war." She took him back to the building and made him sit on the chair where she was sitting earlier. She took out a phone from one of the dead men's pockets and called her men. Meanwhile, Jungkook, "So that was your plan all along. I guess I was being tricked." Fine. That's why you shouldn't judge a book by its gender. Jungkook, "Gender of book?" He shrugged it off, thinking that she is crazy. "What are you going to do with me now?" Fine. I told you I'll deal with you myself, slowly and steadily. Don't worry, I'm not killing you that easily. I have to see those tattoos too before you die." She smirked. Jungkook scoffed. "You think you can kill me?" Vine came closer to her as she said, "You think I can't?" She kept coming closer to him, which was Jungkook's plan, so that he can snatch the gun from her hand and take control again. There were 1 to 2 steps left that her men came inside, making her attention go towards them. Jungkook sighed. "Wait for a second, you idiots." "Boss, are you fine? We were so worried about you," one of her men said to her. "Fine. Worried my foot. Where were you all when I got dragged here?" "We're really sorry, ma'am, but their team outnumbered us, and we couldn't even ask for backup because there were no signals in the forest." "Fine. Forget it. Tie him up for now. He's my special prey. Remember the one we were trying so hard to take control of? He's that John Jungkook. You made me break a lot of my sweat." Jungkook, "No need for thank you. That was my pleasure." He smiled proudly. He got all tied up tightly, and she ordered her men, We have to complete our impending mission. We will take off right now. Get the weapons ready and wait for me outside. I need to change clothes. Change clothes, but her men pointed at Jungkook. One smirked as she looked at him. Don't mind him. Leave him here. Now give me the clothes that I asked for and wait outside. Her men did the same and went outside, leaving both of them alone. She was going to put off her top, then she looked at him and said, "What are you looking at? Close your eyes." Jungkook said in a mocking tone, "Why? It will be such a beautiful scene to look at. Why would I waste it?" Vine smiled widely and came closer to him, taking the gun from the table. She sat on his lap and made seducing moves. She ran her finger across his face and then put the gun on his forehead. She whispered in her ear, "You know, I can close your eyes forever by killing you." She moved away from her ear and looked at him. "So you better close your eyes yourself." Jungkook, without thinking about his life, just moved his head forward and cracked his lips upon her, kissing her passionately.